How can you explain the popularity of RISC-V?
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, RISC-V is an open instruction set architecture. And the real value and the benefits and why the RISC-V Foundation has done so well, and we have over 120 member companies today, is because companies are looking to innovate. They're looking to take the current general purpose architectures that are really difficult for many purpose-built or custom applications, specialty data processing type applications. RISC-V affords innovation.
Is it so difficult for companies to innovate on silicon level?
So
what are the difficulties?
Yeah, so there's several challenges with current architectures. If you actually think about a processor architecture today, it really is the von Neumann architecture, which is about 60 years old. Yeah. So, just kind of let that settle in when you really think about technology and the pace of innovation and what's happening. There's a lot of actual built-in limitations to that architecture. It's done a great job. It still works really well for general purpose functions, but when we're talking about these unique applications, really wanting to take advantage of data, high performance networks, and all the other changes that are going on in the world today, with technology that can innovate and enable these, we need, for many of these applications, not all of them, but for many of them, a new type of architecture.
Yeah. So people are recognizing that. That explains also the popularity, I think. You're also with Western Digital. So
That's
what
correct.
is Western Digital's role in this? How do they see this RISC-V movement, and how are they going to benefit from this?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things with Western Digital. So we store almost half the world's data on some type of drive, either a hard disk, embedded flash, or flash cards, and so on. And we really want to allow customers to extract the value from the data. So we're looking to make purpose-built architectures where data is centric to the solution. And when we started looking at architectures, there's a lot of, again, general purpose processing that's available, but we really wanted a fresh approach. Yeah. And so RISC-V allows two things: us to make more purpose-built, custom type architectures where data is centric, and the other benefit is that we are enabling the open standard interfaces. That's something that's really important. We want customers to have choices, and we want to be able to participate and allow this level of flexibility.
Yeah. I also picked up in India, they're very keen on RISC-V.
Yes. Actually, it's not just India, obviously. So the US is very popular. RISC-V is growing. Absolutely. China has a significant interest in it, and India's interest was actually helped by the government, standing behind the technology and actually creating some processors based on that.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have a RISC-V member, how would you characterize it? What is the typical?
Well, there's a lot of members, right? So how would I'd characterize the RISC-V members as organizations that want to offer innovation and flexibility for their end customers. Customers that they think will have challenges or maybe are looking for solutions that are difficult to implement, where RISC-V affords that opportunity.
What's your takeaway from this show, the embedded world here in Nuremberg?
Yeah, so the RISC-V Foundation's had a booth here for a couple of years. We have a lot of traffic. This year, we actually have a larger booth. We have done seminars in the booth, so we have a lot of engagement. There's a lot of organizations, and just the awareness continues to grow. So, really my takeaway here is this year we're moving from not only making people aware, but actually engaging people to adopt the technology.
Okay. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good luck with
Thanks
all the
new
developments.
Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Have a great show.
Thanks very much.
Bye.